Hello, I'm Francois winemaker at Diemersfontein Wine and Country Estate here in a little town called Wellington in South Africa. Diemersfontein is in Wellington, small town just about an hour's drive from Cape Town, and it's a family-owned farm owned by David and Sue Sonnenberg, and they are the third generation Sonnenbergs that's owned the farm since 1942. The farm has only been making wine since 2001, so we're quite a new wine estate. But yes, we featured quite a lot with our Pinotage. Talking about our Thokozani, we've got to taste for today our Thokozani SMV in short, for our Shiraz Mourvedre Viognier. But let's start with the name first. Thokozani means celebration, to celebrate in Zulu in South Africa. And this wine or range started in 2002 as a dream with David Sonnenberg, the owner of Diemersfontein, and came alive in 2005 with the first production of SMV. And Thokozani is a brand within Diemersfontein. It's owned by its people, it's owned by the workers, and they've got an 80% share into this product. And it's not just wine that Thokozani is doing. They've got their own accommodations as property on the estate, and they also make use of renting the conference facilities from Diemersfontein. So it's a small business that's grown over the years. It's 2020 now, and it's doing very well. And this Thokozani SMV is the flagship of the Thokozani range. That was the wine that all kicked off with. Now, SMV, Shiraz Mourvedre Viognier, it's got a bit of a twist. It's not your typical Rhone style red blend. So what we've done is we actually played around with the Shiraz component, and the Shiraz we added some American oak staves to it. So instead of your traditional French oak barrel or stave, we just used American oak. The American oak adds a bit of like butterscotch, caramel, toffee characters to it. And then the Mourvedre component, which adds a bit of mid palates and a bit of length to the wine, we used the traditional 300 litre French oak barrels. So the Viognier component in the end, which is 1%, that's literally just to add a little bit of essence to the wine. It's like the little bit of salt you add to your food that just opens up the whole wine, and that's what Viognier does. We unfortunately don't do co-fermentation, but we end off by adding a splash of the 1% of Viognier to the blend, and it just makes it a bit different with a bit more floral and fruit flavors coming forth. So it's a blend of 80% Shiraz, 90 Mourvedre, and 1% Viognier. The Shiraz component has got the strength and the structure to the wine. We look at it in the glass, it's got a deep dark purple color to it. It's still young, it's a 2019, recently bottled, and this wine basically can age easily for another 5 to 6 years. What will happen is that with aging, the characteristics on the wine nose, which at the moment is some of that bacon kip, bit of butterscotch character, the fruit from the Mourvedre coming through, and a slight bit of that floralness of the Viognier coming through. It will tone down and become smooth in the end, if you give it a couple of years in the bottle. It's one of my favorites to make. It's a bit different, and we always try to be different as to what we normally would do, what traditionally we do. Tasting the wine, it's got the richness full, it's got that smoky tone coming through, the red fruit from the Mourvedre. It's already smooth, it's rounded, and I just can't believe it's going to get better and better as it sits in the bottle. So for Thokozani, look out for it. It's a beautiful wine. We enjoy it, and looking forward to see you guys shopping at the shops. Thank you very much. Enjoy it.